All right, guys. So real quick, I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about the iPhone 12. I know that the iPhone 14 just recently launched, and that's the device that everybody's going to be getting. But I just wanted to give you guys my 1 year and about 4 to 5 month follow up on my iPhone 12. I got this thing back in April 2021, and I've been rocking it ever since. I skipped the iPhone 13, and now we're on the 14, and I'm still honestly on the fence about grabbing the iPhone 14. I do know here in about a week, though, or in a couple days, I'm going to be taking my wife to go grab one. She wants me to go with her. She wants to take a look at all the colors. So I'm just hoping that I don't get in there and just, get crazy and just start buying devices. But you know how that goes. Once you get to the store, you start looking around, it's a possibility that you might come out of there with something that you didn't mean to come out of there with. You know what I mean? So anyway, my iPhone 12, like I said, I've been rocking this thing for about a year and some change. My battery percentage right now is at 89% as far as the overall health of the battery. So I will say that I have been doing pretty good with this device, and it has been a main shooter on this channel as far as top-down shots since I converted over to the ZV-1. So that's just one way I've been using it. But like I said, there's a whole lot of things that I love about my iPhone. I love the screen quality on this thing. I love the actual size. This is the 6.1 and 12. I actually like the design on this one with the cameras going up and down a little bit better than the one with the cameras going slanted, the iPhone 13 or the 14. So overall, to be honest with you, man, this device has been working for me. And I think the biggest thing for me when it comes down to these iPhones is my workflow. My workflow is really what dictates if I'm going to upgrade into the next device. I'm just being completely honest with you. It really is my workflow. And I really solely buy iPhones based on my workflow. I don't buy them based on like the specs and so forth. And what I don't want to do is get caught up in this YouTube game where I have to have the latest and greatest, right? Because I've never been one for the phone, playing the phone game, even here on YouTube. I don't really play that phone game. I like to get a device and I like to use it and try to max out its potential. And once I max out its potential and the phone is no longer of use to me is when I actually like to give it up. Hence why I had my 8 for so long and that 10 for so long. And then I finally jumped into the 12. It took a long time to get into the 12 because I was still able to use those devices to their max potential, and I was still able to get and create things out of those devices that was still relevant and current in this time frame. But I did end up going with the 12 because I saw the lack of the front-facing camera on the 10, so that's why I got the 12 for the front-facing camera. This front-facing camera shoots at 4K, so I feel like there's really no reason for me to go up and upgrade because I really don't use the front-facing camera as much as I used to on this device anyway. Now, if I was somebody that used the front-facing camera on this device, going to the 14 would be great because now it has autofocus. So, of course, going to the 14 would be great. But this phone is not for me to use the front-facing camera. I have no reason to use the front-facing camera on this device at all, period, to be 100% honest with you. It might be very rare that I use the front-facing camera, but even still, I can get away with it right here on the 12. So, for me, like I say, it's the workflow that determines whether or not I'm going to upgrade in my device. Well, upgrade to another device. Because honestly speaking, as I see a lot of reviews on the iPhone 14 and 14 Pro, I'm seeing a lot of people say the exact same thing that I'm kind of saying, but they're not specifically saying it exactly. I say it's my workflow that makes me that kind of guides if I'm going to upgrade. And a lot of people do it just based off of the fact that it's the latest and greatest. But once they get the latest and greatest, they start to also notice that when you use an iPhone, you have to be realistic. When you're using an iPhone, they are very simple devices. And once that little dynamic island and all that stuff wear off on you, you're going to go back to using it the same way you was using your 13, your 12, your 11, 10, and so forth. And I think that's what I understand about iPhones, and I understand how I use them. And because I understand how I use them, hence is the reason why I don't feel like I always have to upgrade. Now, let me go ahead and make this disclaimer. I'm not saying I'm not going to upgrade here in the next couple of days, because if I get to that store and that phone is just looking that great to me, I will probably buy it on a whim. I know how I am. I can sometimes just buy things on a whim. And I know for a fact my wife's going to upgrade hers and she's going to get it. I'm probably going to be messing with it, playing with it. And right then and there, I'm probably going to be like, man, I'm just going to get me one. But I'm not sure. Right now, I can't tell you that I'm enjoying my iPhone 12 still to this day. I love this black color. I love this phone. I love this design. I love this build quality on this device. I love the way the camera, the videos. I love every single thing about this device. With iOS 16, it's even made it even better. And to be honest with you, I really don't see the need for me to actually upgrade. But disclaimer, it's possible. It's always possible when you're dealing with iPhones. But should you upgrade from the iPhone 12 to the 14, to be 100% honest with you, it's going to always depend on how you use your device. If you got a 12 right now and your device is working for you and is doing every single thing that you needed to do, think about what those upgrades look like and how you can incorporate those upgrades into your workflow right now. If you don't see how those upgrades are going to impact your workflow and make your workflow that much more better, then I promise you, you don't need to upgrade from the 12 to the 14. So there you have it, guys. I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about my iPhone 12. I've had this thing for a little over a year, and I just wanted to kind of give you guys a little bit of a conversation about the iPhone 12. Should you upgrade? My experiences with it, and do I like it right now? And kind of wrap that into like a small bit of a review type video for you guys. All right. If you did find this video to be helpful to you in some way, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit that like button so that the YouTube algorithm can be nice to this video. And it's been your man Jay, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.